Hey guys, it's Masterath here, and welcome to the Global Trophy again. This is week number 5 of us doing this.
I'm so excited. This is the main bit. We're finally doing it.
Yeah, so after a month of preliminaries, of really weak teams, mostly, it is now time to get...
There's some teams in there that are good, you know.
Sorry?
There's some teams in there that are really good.
Some, I guess.
Some.
But
yeah,
it
some.
is now time to take these 128 teams and knock them down to 32 in 4 separate increments. It's time for the qualifiers.
Thank God. An actual tournament.
Yes. And so how the tournament structure works is there are 32 teams in it, and the top 8 teams will qualify for the Global Trophy Finals of each one, leaving us 32 teams in the Global Trophy Finals, and those guys will fight out for the Global Trophy Championship.
Yeah. Obviously, each section is separated by continent. You have, as were the preliminaries, you have Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Europe actually is probably the most varied in terms of winners. Out of all of them, in the past we've had 1, 2, 3...
4.
No, even more than that. 1, 2...
Well, four in all together, 4 individual.
No, different. I'm on about different winners.
Yeah, from Europe.
Well, no, I'm on about like the winner of the European
Oh, for the
section.
actual cup itself. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different teams that have won the European qualifiers and become European champions for that year. Most recently, France. They've won it the most times out of everyone. I think they've won it 6 times, which is very impressive when you consider it. They've done a very good job over the years. We'll see how they get on in 2020.
Yeah, and also when it comes to these teams, what is it? I'm trying to think of it through math, but 10 of the Global Trophy champions have been from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
With France winning 4 of them, Spain winning 3 of them, Germany winning 1 of them, and Portugal winning 2 of them. Yep.
It tends to be either Europe, but it is either a European team or a South American team that wins it. You got teams like that, like Italy, who've never won the actual Global Trophy, like the Netherlands, who've never won the Global Trophy, who've come close on a couple of occasions, but never done it. So
England.
Well, let's talk about England. So England have had a pretty miserable run of things. They tend to get a pretty nasty draw, to be honest with you. The last time they actually qualified from the European section was 2008.
That's the only time they've qualified, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And they wanted to finish in the top 8 that year of the Global Trophy Finals as well, but since then, it's not been good, and they've lost on penalties more times than I can count. So it's really sad. Yeah.
So it's more than a decade in the making for England, but also in the making is, for the first time in a while, all of the teams from the UK and Ireland are entered here.
And eligible to battle it out and win.
Yep, so Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales have all qualified.
So the odds are we're probably going to see one of them go through at least.
Probably going to be not England.
We'll see. I've got a feeling this year we could end up doing it.
Anyway, so let's see, because I remember last year we had Portugal in the second round.
Yeah, it was very unlucky. Very unlucky.
So, let's go to the team. So, first off, the team that will be the dud team for this one, Slovenia.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a... If you remember back a few weeks ago, where you actually found out that Bulgaria were already qualified, and as a result, all the teams in that preliminary league got shifted up 1 space.
It's known as the LFK cock-up.
Yeah.
It's the little fat kid cock-up.
Yeah.
AKA, it's my cock-up!
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. But that means that Slovenia, in the end, did finish 8th and do get to participate in the Global Trophy Finals, but not actually play.
Yeah. Next up, geez, if it weren't for that technicality, it would be interesting. Greece.
Tell you what, Greece owe you some money as well. I know they
They're
owe
broke.
a lot of countries money. I know, yeah, but look, listen, you can hold them to ransom. You can sue Greece.
Everyone else has already done that.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want a bunch of islands. Next up, they've made it. They've actually made it 2nd year in a row. They were initially Australia, And then, yes, now it is
Monterabia.
Montenegro, being represented by Saudi Arabia for this tournament.
Yeah, they did all right. They started off quite slowly, didn't they, in the preliminaries, but they did all right in the end. Obviously, they finished 7th overall. It wasn't bad going.
Yeah, so they were able to make it. And this is Montenegro's second appearance in the Global Trophy European Qualifiers.
In 2 years.
Yeah, and last year they did okay.
They won a match.
I guess, yeah, they won a match, so they did all right. Next up, it is Iceland.
Yeah, they did really well, didn't they? I didn't expect them to actually qualify, considering, you know, the level of the team at this stage of, you know, whatever year it was, back in 2001.
That's the problem when it comes to Englishmen. They always, every time, discount Iceland, and it ends up biting them in the arse.
I think at some point Iceland did actually play England in this, and they beat them, which is incredible.
Yeah, they probably did. Next up, it is North Macedonia. Good performance from them in the preliminaries.
They did brilliantly, didn't they? You know, above their rivals Greece, which is very impressive.
Yeah. Next, probably the second nation to watch this series behind the English.
It's Scotland.
It's the Scots! Scotland, you've made it this time! Well done, you've made it to the Global Trophy qualifiers. Well done.
I'm so happy for them, because last time around, you know, they finished 8th and were the dud team for this, but this time they get to participate, and we'll see how they get on. We never know. They might surprise us all.
Yep. Next up, it is Russia.
Unlucky to be in the preliminaries, I thought. Purely based on FIFA ranking, of course, that they were there. But we'll see how they get on. I mean, you know, you can't discount them. They did so well in the Champions a couple of years ago. So we'll see how they get on. They're decent side. Indeed.
And by the way, just might as well say this. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope your 2020 is going well so far.
I really do have some 2020 vision.
I've been diagnosed with liver failure already.
Oh God.
That was just Christmas. New Year put it on the head. Next, it is the winners of the preliminaries and former European Qualifier champions, the Czech Republic.
Yeah, they won the tournament back in 2017, and I think they made the top 8 of the finals as well that year. They had a really solid year in 2017.
Yeah, it's odd to see them in the preliminaries, but they've made the most of it, going unbeaten.
Yeah, they went unbeaten. I think they only drew 1 game as well, which is very impressive. So Czech Republic is certainly going to be a team to watch. I think they probably will qualify at this as well. I've got a strong suspicion that they will do, but we'll see how they get on.
Yeah. And next up, here comes the rest of the bleeding UK and Ireland, kicking off with Northern Ireland.
They're squeaking through on the rankings by the skin of their teeth, but they managed it, so...
Yep, just barely. Then followed by Southern Ireland, I mean the Republic of Ireland.
Or ERA, if you like. Yeah, Republic of Ireland, decent side. I think they, again, it's not an easy team to play against, but I think, you know...
Got Damien Duff, come on.
Well, in this era, and Roy Keane and Robbie Keane.
Damien Duff.
In this era of football, they had a pretty good team, so we'll see.
Next up, it is Slovakia.
This is the one with Hamsik, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
And Handanovic?
And I don't know, because I know there's Oblak and Handanovic. I think they both play for the same country, which is really unlucky because they're both really good goalkeepers.
It's like, why did Reina go to Munich when Neuer was about?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anyway, next up it is Serbia.
Serbia are a good team, and Yugoslavia in this game were also a really good team. So keep an eye out for them.
Yep. And next we have Turkey.
I've been on holiday to Turkey this year, actually.
Fair enough.
It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. If anyone's out there, go check it out.
Okay. And my thing on Turkey is, I'm sure that when I ate it at Christmas, it was lovely.
I do like a bit of turkey, mate. I do.
Well, I'm sure it was lovely, even though this is the start of December that we're recording this. But I'm very certain it was lovely.
Well, whenever I go to a carvery, I tend to have turkey and gammon. It's always a good choice.
Oh, I have gammon and lamb.
Good choice as well. Good choice as well.
Next up, Ukraine.
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 If I remember correctly, Ukraine played Russia a couple of years ago. They beat them 4-3 or something ridiculous. It was a great match.
And then Russia turned their gas off, I'm guessing.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's usually what happens when it comes to Russia.
Back into the dark
right?
age you go. Back into the dark age.
But at this point, wouldn't they have had Andrei Shevchenko at this point, or would that have been a little bit later?
I think it was just starting to come into fruition, but maybe a bit early.
Fair enough. And next, we have more from the UK. It's Wales. Well, UK for the moment. We don't know what Boris Johnson's going to do this month. So
I have a Wales shirt in my cupboard actually, and they did so well in Euro 2016.
They did. Once England got knocked out, I was rooting for Wales to do well.
Everyone wanted to see Wales do well. They just fell slightly short in the semi-finals against Portugal, but in this era of football, again, probably not the best team. So we'll keep an eye on them, but you never know.
Yeah. It's like, even when it comes to sort of like, we've got England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Well, actually, probably not Ireland and Northern Ireland. They probably don't mind the rest of us. But especially England and Wales, Wales and Scotland and England, we hate each other when it comes to football.
Yeah, there's a big rivalry.
Right, but I'm there going, if one of them's still left and you're out, why not support them?
Yeah.
For the UK. But no, some of them are so stuck up their own bleeding arse.
Yeah.
Mostly the Scottish. Oh. No, wait, England do it just as bad, to be honest. Probably worse. Anyway, next up, Poland. Really I know a Polish player.
Go on.
Lewandowski, duh.
Yeah. there's quite a few good Polish players, actually. Fabianski at West Ham. Andriy Milik at Napoli, I think he plays for. And Zielinski as well. They've got a very solid team, Poland. Again, maybe not so much in this era of football, but they still had a decent side, so you never know. Do you know that Miroslav Klose, I think he's the world Cup's highest goal scorer ever.
Yeah, I did see that.
He's actually Polish. He was born in Poland anyway.
Yeah. Right, and next up, here's a bit of a shocker one. So we're into the last 16. These are the top 16 teams, and propping it up is Germany.
They've had a tough run, haven't they?
Well, I think South Korea, kicked their ass most.
Well, it wasn't even that, because they barely was able to qualify for. Well, not barely able, but they laboured to qualify for Euro 2020. And did you see their group? Who they've got?
No.
So in Euro 2020, Germany are in the same group as France and Portugal.
Oh, they're getting boned.
And they've got and the other team is a qualifier team. So
they're getting boned.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right, next up, it is the Netherlands.
Very strong team these days. We've got people like Virgil van Dijk coming through, Memphis Depay. Really top quality players. This era of football as well, they had some really good players. People like Patrick Kluivert and Ruud van Nistelrooy. So could be difficult to beat the Netherlands. They've won the European Championships before.
This
is a bit late for Hullet.
He would have been able to make it into that team anyway.
Not in 2001.
Yeah, of course he would have. Ruud Gullit, man.
Anyway,
that hair would have been able to make it into this team.
The Netherlands, I think they've finished as runners-up before in the Global Trophy.
I believe they have, yeah. I think they've got a similar sort of thing to Italy.
Yeah, and they've also won the European Championships once, back in 2011. That's a good time ago now, but they're always a solid team, and you wouldn't bet against the Netherlands.
Speaking of Italy.
Well, is this the most successful team to have not won the Global Trophy?
Yeah, they've done amazingly well, really, haven't they?
They've won 5 European Championships, which is one behind France. They've finished second twice. Surely their time will come eventually.
Well, I thought it would have been a couple of years ago.
They finished second 3 times.
Yeah.
Because they came second to Portugal, didn't they?
Yeah, I thought 2 years ago was their chance.
It was their chance. They had the opportunity to beat Portugal, who were the most established team at the time, and they bottled it. They bottled it basically.
Next up, it is Switzerland.
They're a very high-ranking team these days.
Yeah, very high-ranking.
And I believe both Italy and Switzerland are in the same group for Euro 2020 with Wales.
Yay.
Should be fun.
Next up, it is España.
Spain. They've never won Europe. They've never won the European Championship in this game, but they've obviously won the Global Trophy itself 3 times. It's been a while since they've actually won it, though. It's been a good 4 years since the last time.
Yeah, so just need one more and then they'll win it.
So yeah, 2021 they'll win it, but not this year.
Yeah, not this year. And unless something goes horrendously wrong.
Yep.
Next up, we have Croatia.
Croatia. They're also former European champions. Yeah, and
Eurovision.
Good. Well, yeah, I love Eurovision. Croatia, of course, England's nemesis, also in our group for Euro 2020, which will be very exciting. Very good team. Very good team.
And they've got players like Rakitic and Modric and
Mandzukic,
Perisic, and 7-year itch. And
very good.
On the fly, that one.
That was very good. That was well done, mate.
Next up, we have England. They got great players like Charlie Kirk, Tom Heaton, and
Tyrone Mings,
Andy Carroll,
Tyrone Mings,
Stuart Downing, Tim Flowers, Paul Robinson, Robert Green, Steve McLeod. Are we just going to go through all the cock-ups in England history?
That's not.
David Seaman's back.
Do you know what? I've got a feeling they're going to qualify this year. Top 8.
Rooney studs into Cavallio's nuts.
I don't know. We'll see.
Rooney's
we'll see
receding hairline.
He fixed it eventually.
Formerly receding hairline.
Let's move on.
Peter Shilton not being able to stand the test of time, because if he did, we wouldn't be letting in any goals.
Let's move on.
Bloody England. Right, next up, Belgium.
Yeah, top ranked team in the world, I believe.
Just not on this game, I'm afraid, so don't see him going too far.
No, if they qualify, I'll be very surprised. But, Belgium, I love their football team these days. It's like, it'd be such a shame if they never actually won a Euros or a World Cup, because that team they've got now is just so good.
They got Eden Hazard,
De Bruyne,
Thorgan Hazard,
De Bruyne,
Courtois,
Origi, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. They've got so much.
I was thinking Nainggolan, but I was thinking that Vertonghen.
No, Nainggolan as well. He's there.
Oh yeah.
Lukaku. They've got a really good team. A really good team. Steve Malbronk. He was Belgian. Yeah.
So, with that out of the way, so here are now the top 8 teams. These teams automatically qualified.
From last year, yeah.
From qualifying for the Global Trophy Finals last season. These are the top 8 teams. Kicking off with Sweden. Henrik Larsson. That's
all right. Enough of that. I think they beat Italy last year, didn't they?
Something like that. Last year was weird in Europe.
Yeah, everyone just kind of fell by the wayside apart from France and Portugal, and that was it.
I thought that was England's time, but they didn't.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, I think it was Sweden that beat Italy.
It was something along those lines. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, let alone last year.
No, not me.
Jesus. Right, next up, Austria.
They did well as well, didn't they? Yeah, I think they made the top 8 overall in the end. They did a really good job.
Then probably the biggest shocks of last year's Global Trophy, if you don't count Portugal winning again, which is top 4 Hungary.
Yeah, they rank 3 for this year. What? From the preliminaries to rank 3.
Yeah, that's their Bulgaria moment, because Bulgaria did that in 2006.
Yeah,
I believe.
They did a really good job. And then Ghana came, was it second, I think it was?
So, no, Bulgaria's best was only 3rd. They only did a 3rd.
Okay.
But then they never reached it again.
No, Hungary last year was so unlucky, and they only lost to eventual winners Portugal. It was so good.
Yeah, they did really well. Next up, it is Denmark.
They also had a fantastic year last year, didn't they? And they eventually lost to Hungary. I think it was 4-0 they lost in the quarterfinals, which was a shame for them because they were doing so well as well, but Hungary was so good.
Yeah. And next we have Romania.
Romania did really well. I think they made the top 4 in Europe last time. I don't know about how they did in the final, but I think they did top 4 in Europe, which was a very big surprise.
Yeah, they went on to lose to Portugal in the end. In that one.
It was a massive surprise, but fair play to them for getting that far.
Next up, those cheeky little scamps using our bloody preliminaries as a training session, Bulgaria.
Just making sure they were, fit and ready to go, They did all right.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Next up, runner-up of last year's European Championship and the current reigning two-time Global Trophy champions, consecutively, may I add, the only team in 16 years to do so, Portugal.
And still, yeah, Portugal. If they don't qualify this year, I think it'll be the massive shock for them. But they've now got a target on their back.
Yeah.
How will they cope with that? Because last year, okay, yes, they were the surprise winners in 18, but in 19, everyone kind of thought, okay, it was a one-time thing, and no one really paid them any mind.
Yeah, like they're the Harry Kane of football. Like he's had like, oh, he's only a one-season wonder. Next season, two-season wonder. Next season, 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. They've really turned the quality up for Portugal, and they're a good side. They're going to be tough to beat.
And last but not least, the most successful European team in the European sector, the most successful European team in the Global Trophy Finals, the most successful team in the Global Trophy Finals. It's 4-time Global Trophy champions, France.
Yeah, France. Always a tough game against France. You never know what you're going to get. Semi-finalist last time, losing out to Argentina, which was a great game. The best two teams in history playing each other in the semi-finals. Argentina coming out on top that time.
I bloody knew it.
It was close for them. And by the sound of things, Chris's games failed.
Dud teams in the bottom.
We'll be right back.
Bastard. I hate it when that. That is a massive oversight. I will say that to no end. That is a massive oversight.
Do you know what? It is what it is.
Right, so Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, England, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Macedonia, Northern Ireland, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Republic of Ireland, Romania, Russia, Scotland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, Ukraine, Wales, and Serbia.
Yes.
Lovely. Where is Slovenia? Where's our lovely dud team? There they are. Yay! There we go.
Second time's the charm.
Brilliant.
Are we ready?
Yep. Alright, guys, we are back.
And here we are then for the top 32 round. Obviously, if you win, you're in. If you're out, then you're out.
Yeah, pretty much you need to get 2 victories
to qualify for the finals.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, first round, the round of 32, Slovenia, they're up first, the dud team. They've got Iceland.
So Iceland, it's how it works. Even if you get through the preliminaries, you can still get the dud team, and this is very fortunate for Iceland.
What's even more fortunate is it's Slovakia, North Macedonia in the second match.
Wow, so one of those 4 teams is going to end up in the finals, which is incredible.
Yep, so we're going to have... Oh, and the referee for that match is Mr. A.N. Indy. An Indy.
An Indy. One of those indie.
Well, I was thinking, so like maybe the parents are just a big fan of skateboarding.
Well, maybe. There's every chance.
Pump an Indy, mate.
Oh dear. Well, Iceland go through to the last 16 of the European section. Good for them.
Yep, so fair play. Iceland could make it through. They could do it.
It will play either Slovakia or North Macedonia in the next round.
It is Slovakia.
It's a shame for North Macedonia, but they had a very, very inspiring run through the preliminaries, so good for them.
Yep, 2-1 win for Slovakia. Next, another 2 teams from the preliminaries. It's the top 2, in fact. Russia versus Czech Republic.
This is a big moment for Czech Republic. It would be such a shame if they were to lose now.
It's a 2-1 win for the Czech Republic. They go through.
Shame for Russia, but the draw can be unkind sometimes.
Now it's two of the teams that made it to the quarterfinals last season of the European Qualifiers. Sweden, Denmark.
An all-Scandinavian affair.
And it's a win for Sweden.
Denmark out. That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Next, it's one of the big teams coming up. It's Hungary versus Germany.
This is a massive match. Germany have had a real bad run of things recently.
Not this time. 2-1 win for Germany. Hungary seeds 3 gone.
It's part of the draw. It's unfortunate, but that's how it goes.
Bulgaria now versus Poland.
Obviously, Bulgaria have had a bit of sneaky training.
Hasn't done them any good. 3-1 win for Poland.
Good result for Poland.
Which means
well
it's Germany-Poland. It's 1939 all over again.
Oh, God. We've gone there.
Yep.
We've gone there.
France versus Croatia.
Big match. Huge match.
2-1 to France. They're through.
Light work for France.
Yeah. France through. They will take on either Ukraine or the first serve up for the UK and Ireland, the Republic of Ireland.
Probably go for a Ukraine win here.
It's a win for the Republic of Ireland.
Oh, well done. They're through, but they've got to play France.
Yep. Next up, it's Monte Arabia versus Portugal.
This is a big test then for Saudi Arabia.
Portugal with a 2-0 win.
And through to the last 16.
And they will take on either Serbia or England.
Oh, for God's sake.
But England do knock out Serbia.
They've won a match. But they've got to play the 2-time defending champions.
Oh, it's Wales, Scotland.
Oh, my goodness me.
Scotland go through.
Wales out.
Wales out. They'll take on either Belgium or Switzerland.
It's a winnable game.
It's Belgium.
Wow. So Belgium will play Scotland in the next round.
And now here comes Northern Ireland. They've got Austria.
It's a winnable one. We haven't seen Spain or Italy yet.
2-0 to Austria. Northern Ireland fall.
It's a shame. It is a shame.
Turkey versus Greece.
Bloody hell, that's a derby. They were at war with each other for a while.
But also, it's a derby when it comes to foodstuffs. Would you like your greasy or your turkey? You like your greasy food or you like some turkey? Nice.
Yeah, I like a bit of grease food.
Apparently, everyone wants their grease instead. Yeah, you remember when you said Italy or Spain?
They play each other.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's Italy. 3-2.
So there you go. Spain won't be winning the championship this year. They'll have to wait till next year.
And the winner takes on Romania versus Netherlands.
Oh my goodness me.
Which is Netherlands 3-0.
Woo.
Round of 16.
Explosive
the winners
start then.
go
Explosive
through.
Start. It's a very explosive start.
We've got some crunch matches. We've got Germany versus Poland, Portugal versus England, Scotland v Belgium, and Italy, Netherlands.
This is a big scalps to be claimed here. Iceland first up against Slovakia.
It's a win for Slovakia. They're through.
It's a shame for Iceland, but Slovakia, well done to them, into the top 8.
Czech Republic now will take on Sweden.
It's a big moment for Czech Republic.
They've beat Sweden.
They're through, so there you go. They've gone through the preliminaries, unbeaten, and they're still unbeaten.
Yeah. Germany, Poland.
Big match, a big chance for Germany. They haven't been to the finals in quite a while.
It's a 2-0 win for Germany.
They're through for the first time in a couple of years, I think.
Yeah. France now versus the Republic of Ireland.
Surely a French victory.
It is 3-1.
It's a shame for Republic of Ireland, but out they go. But now it's, of course, time to see
Portugal versus England.
So it's either going to be England through for the first time since 2008, or the champions go home.
Or the champions will knock them out for the second year in a row, by the way.
Yep.
Which they have, 2-0. England out again.
It's a shame. Every year, England get a bad draw.
Yeah. Scotland, Belgium.
A chance for Scotland to qualify for the Global Trophy Finals.
4-1 Scotland!
They've done it!
They're in the... Scotland have made it to the final 32. They're in the Global Trophy Finals.
Where England couldn't manage it.
Yep, Scotland and the Czech Republic. The only two teams at the moment for the
Wow.
preliminaries to go through.
Very impressive, Scotland. Well done, Scotland.
Austria versus Greece. Can Greece join them? The lowest ranking European team left in.
Do you remember that technicality where they just about scraped in? They were going to be the dud team.
They're in the finals!
Goodness me. Wow.
Greece make it through on penalties against Austria.
What a story. That Greece must be the luckiest team going.
Yep. And last but not least, Italy, Netherlands, the big crunch match.
This is the big match, surely, in this round.
It's Netherlands 2-1.
Italy go home with nothing.
Italy out, and here are the final 8 teams. Slovakia, Czech
Europe.
Republic, Germany, France, Portugal, Scotland, Greece, and the Netherlands.
It's a strong lineup. It's a strong lineup.
Slovakia versus Czech Republic first.
I've got to go for Czech Republic on this one.
It's Slovakia.
Wow.
Next up, it's Germany versus France.
I'd probably say France to win this one.
It's Germany on penalties.
Wow, France go.
Portugal, Scotland. Come on, Scotland! Avenge your fallen comrades! They actually beat them!
No way. Scotland in the final 4 of Europe.
No, here's the more important thing. They just beat the world champions.
Unbelievable performance from Scotland.
Greece versus the Netherlands.
Surely not Greece to go through here.
It is the Netherlands.
Okay, there you go.
Slovakia, Germany. Semi-finals.
Probably a German win for me.
It is 3-1.
Germany, can they win their first ever European title?
Scotland, Netherlands.
Surely the Netherlands. Surely the Netherlands.
It is 1-0. Scotland's run ends at the semi-finals.
So will it be the second time that Holland have won a European Championship, or will it be Germany's first?
It's 3-1 to the Netherlands.
And for the first time in 9 years, Holland have won a trophy and they win the European segment for 2020.
But you know what the more important thing is? Scotland do not have to be
the dud team
in the preliminaries next season.
And they don't have to be the dud team in the finals either because they made the second round.
Yep.
Wow.
But that means that they're automatic with that performance. They are automatically through to the 2021 Global Trophy European Qualifiers. They don't have to go through preliminaries.
Fantastic stuff. What a performance from Scotland there.
Scotland finished third.
Beating Portugal as well.
Yeah, Portugal.
Unbelievable.
Could we see Scotland win the title?
No, don't be silly.
It could happen. They've beaten Portugal.
Portugal must be shocked. They need to step up their game in the finals.
They certainly do. Well, I guess.
Well.
I guess Scotland. We've got to give Scotland fair credit on that one. They avenged us.
They did. They beat Portugal. They almost got past Netherlands.
Yeah, but it was not meant to be. And the Netherlands are the winners of the Global Trophy European Qualifiers. And England don't make it through again.
They back-to-back defeats to the current champions. I mean,
Hey, if Scotland can beat Portugal, then why can't we?
Well,
because we're bad.
Portugal.
That's why I said it.
No one beat Portugal for the last couple of years.
We got Portugal like last year. I know that much.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame, but
made it round 2 twice in a row though. But still, Scotland got semi-finals. Come on.
I know. That's ridiculous.
So from being the only team from last season to not make it to the Global Trophy the only UK and Ireland team to not make it to the Global Trophy European Qualifiers last season, to this season being the only UK and Irish team to make it to the Global Trophy finals this season.
What a story from Scotland. Fair play to Scotland there. And
the story for Scotland will live on for another 4 weeks, because the next time we'll be seeing them is in the Global Trophy finals.
So just to give us a quick rundown of who made it through from Europe, we had Holland and Germany in the final, so they went through.
Scotland and Slovakia.
Yep, joining them as well are Greece and Portugal.
Yep, and the Czech Republic and France.
It's a good solid team. It's a good team of 8.
I'd say it's missing Italy.
And Spain, of course.
And Spain. I'd probably replace sort of like Italy and Spain with like Slovakia and Greece.
Either way.
Or Czech Republic and Greece. But then after that, it's a very solid. But that's still pretty solid. You got Portugal, France, Germany, Netherlands in there.
Yep.
So
We'll see.
It's gonna be very interesting in 4 weeks to see what is going to happen and how Scotland's gonna fare, because they are the underdogs. They've got to be the underdogs of this.
Yeah, I mean, like there could be a dark horse, but you know, there's a lot of tough teams in there. You know, you've got to imagine teams like Argentina are going to qualify as well. You know, it'd be interesting to see how they fare against that.
Exactly, but that's gonna have to wait until next week, where we find out who will be the next teams through from the Asian and Oceanian sector.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how they get on.
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, I'm tapped out already, Jesus. we still got 4 of these to go. Anyway, so we'll see you next week for Asia and Oceania, the qualifiers. I'm Masterath.
I've been Semifinals64.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Scotland?